Thank you, Jesus. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Cheryl.
Hello.
So glad that you're here. Hello, Deara. So glad that you're here. All right, I'm gonna just give it like 2 minutes for a couple more people. I know some people are coming late. They already emailed me to say, and some people also asked me for the replay as well. So I'm super pumped. I hope you are all super pumped too. I'm excited to have this open house today and share all this information with you. And several of you I've already like talked to and had conversations with about your business. So super excited for today. Okay, awesome. Here we go. Let me turn that beeping noise off too, because that's gonna annoy us later, right? So, for the sake of everyone in the room, feel free to type in the chat where you are joining from. I'm in Philadelphia. It is a bit cold here still, but actually, it hasn't been that bad lately. But the wind is fierce today. But but yeah, so we're in the dead of winter. I'm wondering if there's anybody in a warmer place like Georgia or oh yeah, you're cold. Yeah, Dallas. Okay, you guys get that warm weather down in Dallas, dear. I was just talking to Pensacola. Amazing. Listen, I would love to be in Florida right now. That would that would be so much more awesome. Oh yeah, Michigan is the chill for sure. I think you guys are like maybe 5, 10 degrees colder than we get here in Philly. Every time I go to Michigan, I've like frozen my little booty off. So, all right, it's about 5:06. I know some others will be joining us, and that's totally fine, but I want to go ahead and get started. So, firstly, let me share my screen. To, that's weird. I don't see my presentation screen. Okay, there we go. All right, loading my presentation. All right, here we go. So let me know if you can see my screen perfectly. I'm going to go into present mode here, but I'll still be on camera. And let me get the chat up so I can still talk to everybody. Okay, perfect. All right, I can see. All right, awesome. So first things first, before I jump in, I want to invite you, if you are multitasking right now and got a lot of things going on, try to get in a position where you can be focused. My presentation isn't super long. I want to spend most of my time talking to you, answering any questions that you have, learning more about your business. Today, essentially, I'm going to walk you through my brand new membership community, which is called the Confident CEO Club. So thank you to everyone who voted in deciding on the name. I personally was really excited with what you ended up picking. And this is the value of community already, right? Like as business owners, we don't have to always figure everything out on our own. We can go to our people and say, hey, what do you think about this? Would you like this or would you like that? And that's what I'm always trying to teach, business owners that I work with is, get feedback from your people to be able to make faster, rapid decisions. So I'm super excited to present to you today the Confident CEO Club and essentially how it can really help you to grow your business. And before I jump in, I'll share a quick story with you, essentially like how this came about. So this wasn't something that I necessarily had in the works. I was thinking about starting a community this year. I've had communities in the past. I still have a Facebook community right now, and I've wanted to transition all my people out of that Facebook group. Many of them have already gotten on my email list, but I wanted to transition them in a way where I could interact with them. I hadn't decided yet on what that community would be. For the past 60 days, basically the whole top of the year, from like the first week in January on, I have been in the trenches talking to lots of business owners. And that's been a combination of me doing workshops to other entrepreneurship communities, as well as doing lots and lots and lots of one-on-one calls. I think at this point, I'm somewhere between last count, maybe like 60 and 80 or so one-on-one calls with entrepreneurs. Now, some of you have participated in that as well. And what inspired me through all those conversations was literally being able to see so many similarities of what the missing links were in those businesses, and knowing, like, from decades of being an entrepreneur myself, saying, man, if I could just spend more time with these individuals to help them make these specific tweaks, their business would be able to get to their next level of growth, their next level of sustainability, their next level of revenue, their next level of income, their next level of personal freedom. And in some of those conversations, several of the business owners said to me, Jamila, how else can I continue to work with you? Like, my business isn't at the stage yet that I'm ready for like your larger program, but is there something else? And truth be told, there wasn't. There was nothing else. And so that is what inspired me to move a whole lot faster and put together this membership community, the Confident CEO, so that I could have a way to really serve those business owners with the gaps that I was seeing in their business that would really help you to get to that next phase of growth. So you are my inspiration essentially for being able to create this. And honestly, I just felt it like heavy on my heart, like from a spiritual perspective, like, man, I feel really called to help these individuals, but I have nothing right now to do it. Let me put something together. Okay. So that's how all of this happened. And literally, I've just been like, let me get this together super quick. It's the top of the year. I can help business owners get a lot of traction before we get too far along in the year. So that is the whole inspiration. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into what this is all about. Quick bit about me. If you are new to me or my world, oops, wait a minute. Let me go back here. So I wrote a book called From Pain to Power. That's about 11 or 12 years old now. No, actually, it's older. I published that book in 2010. And it's called Lessons to Achieve Success from the Life of an Entrepreneur. From Pain to Power, Lessons to Achieve Success from the Life of an Entrepreneur. I have also trained over $15,000. I actually need to update this number to a more recent number of business owners across the US and internationally. I've been very fortunate to be featured in a lot of local and national publications for my entrepreneurship work. And I also run a top-rated podcast called the Breadwinning Business Women podcast. So it's just a little bit about me and my entrepreneurship journey. Now, let's talk about you. So I want to know, does this sound like you? And just give me a yes in the chat if it does, okay? You might be in a place right now where you feel overwhelmed with endless tasks on your to-do list and no clear strategy for how to get it all done, or even where to focus. Like, where do I start with all this stuff? Like, what's most important? Everything feels important. Or, I see Rosie saying, yes, ma'am. Or you might be working hard, but feeling like you're not seeing the income and the impact you deserve, right? Like, you're putting in the hours, you're committed to growing this business, but your bank account doesn't line up, right, with the work that you're putting on. putting in, or you might feel isolated. And I hear this one so often, right? That you don't have necessarily an entrepreneurship community around you. It might be that there's no one in your family or your friend group that's running a business and they think you're crazy. Like, why are you doing this? And for some people who are having a 9 to 5 plus running a business, they really think you're crazy because they're like, why are you stretching your time, constantly working, right? Okay, I'm seeing it. Yes, definitely feeling that overwhelm. Or you might be confused about how to be able to attract clients consistently, right? Like you're getting clients, you're great at what you do, but for some reason there's just these like ebbs and flows or roller coaster ride when it comes to customers. Okay, so if any of that resonates with you, then absolutely give me, pulling double duty with the 9 to 5 on top. Yep, give me a yes in the chat if any of these resonates for you. Love these comments, and let's just keep it interactive and keep the comments going. Okay, so if any of that sounds like you, then you're in the right place. And what I want to tell you is that it is literally the solopreneur mindset that is keeping you stuck. And I'm going to tell you more what I mean by this solopreneur mindset. Solopreneurs, right? And their thinking and their behavior. And listen, we all go through this. I went through this myself in my business, and I had to shift this mindset. But what happens when you're a solopreneur is that when you're in that mindset, now listen, you could be a solopreneur and even have like a VA or a couple people, couple contractors working for you, but still be in a solopreneur mindset. Solopreneur mindset essentially is you're doing everything yourself. Like you believe that you need to handle every task in your business. So you never absolutely get a chance to focus on growth or strategy work for the business. It also means that you're constantly putting out fires. You might be spending time on low priority tasks, and some of the things you have to do in the business just may feel chaotic instead of being able to feel like you are streamlined and focused on strategic work. The solopreneur mindset also, it has a fear of delegation, right? You might feel that if you don't control every aspect of your business, that things will fall apart, but this prevents you from scaling. The way that this shows up with my solopreneurs is they're often saying like, oh, it'll be faster for me to do it myself than teach somebody else how to do it. Or there's even a fear around hiring. I'm not sure if I, have the money to be able to pay somebody else to do these things. And so I'll just do them myself. Solopreneurship mindset also shows up in terms of lack of systems. There's no clear processes or systems in your business. And essentially, you're on a hamster wheel, working hard, but not seeing the progress you deserve. The solopreneur mindset also has us working harder and not smarter. This is when you're thinking, oh, if I could just work more hours, or oh, if I just had more time, right? We're telling ourselves the story like if you're working a 9 to 5, oh, if I didn't have my 9 to 5 in the way, I have all this extra time on the business and I'd be able to take it further. But it's absolutely not true, right? You have to master the skill of working smarter in your business before you're just expanding your time, because for many of us who are even working full time in our businesses, you may not be using that time efficiently. So what you might find out is like you leave a 9 to 5, you have all this open time, and then you're not using it very well. And so you're still not getting the traction that you need in your business. Another way the solopreneur mindset shows up is that you're literally going at it alone. You've been undervaluing your time. So you spend hours and hours researching, attending free workshops, doing free videos, watching YouTube, and Googling your way to success, right? You're trying to put all the pieces together instead of knowing exactly what to focus on and where to spend your time on the most valuable activities. Okay, and this is a big trap for entrepreneurs. So let's talk about the shift, right? When you start shifting from solopreneur to CEO mindset, here's what that looks like. Solopreneurs are trading dollars for hours, working hard for every penny earned. But when you're in the CEO mindset, You start using value-based pricing, earning more revenue while working less. Solopreneurs are also winging it with no clear plan for strategy of success, where when you're in the CEO mindset, you are operating with a clear vision and an action list full of income generating activities for your business. When you are a solopreneur, you are trying to figure everything out on your own without expert guidance or support. But when you're thinking like the CEO, you are making sure you have business advisors, coaches, and guides who can help you to make smart money moves in your business. Okay, so that's the stark difference, right, between what it means to be operating in a solopreneur mindset versus a CEO mindset. Okay, after seeing this, I want to know who feels like they want to make the shift from solopreneur to CEO. Okay, just drop CEO in the chat if you're like, yes, I don't want to be working harder. I want to be working smarter. I don't want to be trading dollars for hours. I want to be making more income and have more freedom. Okay, awesome. I'm starting to see those CEOs pop up. All right, so let's talk about what that's going to look like when you make that happen. Once you start thinking like a CEO, you will experience a major shift in your business. You will transition from being reactive and overwhelmed to being more proactive in your business and strategic. You will also move from doing every single thing in the business yourself to building systems and starting to delegate. You will also go from working really, really hard to working smart with a clear vision and actionable strategy. You will also start attracting the right clients to your business, closing sales consistently, and scaling your business with confidence. That's the difference when you start to step into that CEO mode. Finally, you'll start attracting the right clients, closing sales, and closing sales consistently. That was a tongue twister. 3 C's. And scaling your business with confidence. Okay, I just said that. All right, so I want to introduce to you the Confident CEO Club. It is essentially a community for entrepreneurs who are ready to scale with confidence. Oh, yes, Cynthia, I will absolutely send out the recording. Absolutely. Okay, so here's what you can expect inside of the Confident CEO Club. Essentially, you'll get step-by-step systems to position your offers to attract high-quality clients, increase revenue, and grow consistently. There will be weekly coaching, group-based coaching, not one-on-one. So just want to be clear about that. There'll be weekly group-based coaching with laser hot seats. There'll also be a supportive, non-judgmental community of like-minded entrepreneurs. Okay, so here's the breakdown of specifically what you're going to get. So the weekly coaching, which is personalized support to grow your business, the Confident CEO system. Okay, so this is the framework that you're going to learn inside of the Confident CEO. The difference between this program and some of the other things that you might have experienced, this is not coming into an experience where there's a training library of 200 videos for you to watch. Literally, there's going to be a few dedicated master classes that you are going to focus on implementing those specific strategies in your business. Okay, those strategies will include your profit strategy, your productivity strategy, and your sales strategies. Okay, profit, productivity, and producing sales. I'm also going to teach you my priority blocking method, which will help you to design your weekly playbook in your business for maximum profit. There's also going to be quarterly profit planning parties. So you'll be able to set 90-day goals and track your progress with ease. So I want to make sure every 90 days you know exactly what to focus on in your business, and the quarterly profit planning parties will help you to do that. There will be monthly pulse meetings. In those monthly pulse meetings, we will talk about your KPIs, those key performance metrics in your business, specifically the ones that are driving leads and sales. And then, of course, you'll have a private members only community. This is not your auntie's Facebook group, okay? We're not doing anything on Facebook. I have a private community where you will be able to connect with other members, share information, and there's also an app so that you can connect on the go as well. So even if you're traveling or on the road and you want to check into the Confident CEO Club, you will be able to do that. Okay, so here's the 4-step framework that you will learn inside of the Confident CEO Club. Number one, we're going to work on profit strategy. This is going to be how to set up your offers to attract high quality clients with a clear, profitable offer. You're going to learn how to prioritize your productivity. This is all about focusing on income generating activities that will give you daily routines for success. I'm going to teach you how to produce sales with what I like to call my one conversation close method that will help you to feel more confident in your sales calls, know exactly what to say to be able to bring in more clients. What I've been hearing in the entrepreneurs that I've been talking with over the past 2 months that are really in this, growth opportunity phase in their business is that when they're having these sales conversations with their clients, that they aren't winning the business. Basically, they aren't getting people to a yes. Okay. And that is something we can absolutely change. And then finally, we're going to focus on your profitable mindset because the reality is your business can only grow as much as you do. So I'm going to help you to start shifting that mindset from solopreneur to CEO so that you can make money moves that will support the strategic growth that you want in your business. All right. If any of that sounds good or exciting to you, just give me a G in the chat. I would also love to hear which one of those things sounds like the one that you really need, right? Like you're like, oh, that one. Like that is exactly the thing that I need the most, right? Like, is it the producing sales? Is it the profitable mindset, profit strategy? Is it the weekly coaching? Like, what are the things that you feel like, okay, this is something that I really need and feel like I'm missing in my business? And I can't tell you how many business owners that I talk to, and productivity is a big issue. Like just getting things done from week to week is tough as a business owner. Like, let's be real about it, right? It takes some serious structure to be making sure that you can handle your client work, plus be able to work on the business, right? Like the strategy and things that are going to allow it to grow. Okay, I love this. Productivity and mindset. Okay, awesome. Okay, so here's what you can expect. Okay, so I'm all about results. Okay, so I want to talk about some of the specific results that you can expect inside of the community. Number one is that you're going to increase your income by 30% or more in just 6 months. And let me be real, a lot of my clients are increasing their income way more than 30%, right? But I wanted to, knowing that everybody's business is at a different stage, I wanted to set like kind of a baseline expectation of how fast you can grow. And you won't wait 6 months to see that growth. You'll start implementing things inside of the club right away and then start seeing that growth, as soon as you're implementing. You're also going to increase your confidence in your ability to be able to do things like raise your prices and close more clients without feeling sleazy or salesy. You're also going to start setting up systems in your business that will run your business for you and also start to free up your time. And then, of course, you're going to have a supportive community that will be able to help you through every single challenge that you're facing in your business. All right, so what sets the Confident CEO Club apart from other membership communities? Number one, you're going to get personalized coaching, which is tailored support, action steps, and accountability towards your business. A lot of membership communities just do not offer that. You're also going to get a proven framework. So essentially, I've distilled down based on the 60 to 80 conversations that I've had in the last 2 months. I've identified the similarities in terms of the gaps that we're missing in the businesses that will most quickly allow the companies to grow. Okay, so that's what our proven framework is based on. You're also going to get community support, right? So a judgment-free zone with a space to learn from like-minded entrepreneurs. And literally, there's no fluff. Like I said, you're not going to get 200 training videos to go through and watch. We're literally going to be focused on those 4 core levers in your business that are going to help you to scale. Okay, so if you're ready to become a confident CEO, then I want to invite you to join now. So let's talk numbers, okay? I'm absolutely sure that you're wondering, what's involved in the investment for this program. So first, let me just reiterate what you're going to get. Number one, it's going to be weekly coaching, okay? So that is like at a $2,000 a month value. The Confident CEO system, $1,500 value. The priority blocking method, $1,000 value. Quarterly profit planning parties, $500 value. Private community access plus the app, $600 value. I'm going to also include a bonus, which is a masterclass on developing your own weekly marketing routine. One of the challenges that I've also heard in these conversations that I've been having for the last 2 months is visibility, right? A lot of fear around putting yourself out there in a bigger way, not sure the best way to go about doing it, trying to figure all the marketing stuff out. So I'm going to teach you and train you on the weekly marketing routine system that will help you to attract those leads into your business. And then I'm also going to be adding to what I'm calling the Profitable Process Toolkit, giving you basically cheat sheets, checklists, and tools, guides that can help you to implement systems in your business so that you can grow. So the total value for the Profitable CEO Club is $6,800. But here is the actual investment. Okay, this is a founding member rate. The Profitable CEO Club will never be at this rate again. All right, so right now you can become a monthly member for $197 a month, or you can become a pay in full member for $2,167 for the year, which basically gives you $100 savings and you get 1 month for free if you decide to pay in full for the whole year. At the $197 a month, you have the ability to, cancel at any time. So kind of risk free, right? You can, come into the club, go for a couple of months. If you are not able to commit, go an ongoing way, that's totally fine. You can let us know before your next charge, and then we'll be able to cancel your membership. Now, let me first explain what you get as a founding member. Okay, so why would you want to get in, on the ground floor? Number one, you're going to get a small, high impact community. Right now, I have literally only announced the this open house, this membership, this program to a small segment of my list. I literally have over 5,000 people on my email list, and I have only notified a few hundred. Okay, specifically, I have notified the people that I have talked to, met, etc., like over the past 90 days. Okay, so those are the folks that I created this offer for, and those are the folks that I have invited to this offer. I have not opened this up to my larger community, my larger client list, or any of that. So you are the first to hear about this. Okay, I am going to open it up. So I just want to be 100% transparent about this. I want you guys to be able to get in early because I created it for you. So as a founding member, number one, you're going to get that small group, high impact, right? Because it's going to be a small group of people because I've only announced it to a small group of people. That's going to give you more personalized attention within the smaller group of entrepreneurs. You'll be able to receive tailored advice and action steps that directly impact your business. So when we're doing those group coaching sessions and there's laser coaching, 9 times out of 10, I'll be able to talk to you specifically about your business versus when I expand the community to a much larger group, there may be, 10 or 15 or 20 business owners that might get laser coaching on a different call. And then we may have to do some other business owners on the next weekly laser call. Okay, so that's one thing. You're also going to get direct access to me. As the community grows, I'll be adding in other coaches that I work with to also support the community. So right now, as a founding member, you're 100% going to get me highly active in the community and being able to support you in your business. And checking in with you on a weekly basis to make sure you have the support that you need. You're also going to get this exclusive founding member rate, right? So you'll be able to lock in this rate for 12 months that I'm going to offer you, this, founding member rate, which, like I said, this rate will 100% be changing. And I know that most of the people on this call are new to me and new to my world. But if you have listened to my podcast already or listened to some of the other trainings, I am 100% of a coach who focuses on teaching high ticket sales. I do not typically have offers at this price point. I'm just going to be 100% honest and transparent about it because I wanted to create something special for the business owners that I met over the last 90 days. I put together this price point with those business owners in mind. Okay. So this is an exclusive founder member rate that is now available. You're also going to get, VIP access essentially to everything that I'm rolling out because you're going to be a founding member. You're going to be first to get all of those resources, tools, templates, etc., that are happening inside of the community. Okay. So that's not it. Okay. Hold on to your wigs. Okay. If you got on a wig right now, hold on to your wigs. That's not it. I have a special case study group offer, and I'm going to explain more what that means in just a second. Okay. Okay. So you have the option to enroll as a case study group member. Now, if you get accepted, let me be clear, this is an application process. If you get accepted as a case study group member, you will get $100 off the already super affordable membership rate. That means your monthly membership would be $97 a month instead of $197 a month. Okay, you might wonder, why the heck am I doing this? Number one, I so believe in this framework and the coaching that I give entrepreneurs and the ability to help you to scale your business that I want to kind of put my arms around some specific people in the community to have you document what you're doing in your business on a weekly basis based on what you're learning inside of the community so that we have stories, testimonials, action plans for what you implemented and the results that you were able to get from what's happening inside the community. So because it's extra work, essentially, right, to document on a weekly basis, and I'm going to give you like a form to fill out, every week, or I might say, in the community once a week, I want you to post this, right? And I'll give you a template for what to post, and you would just post that in the community. And I might say, okay, once a month, I want you to fill out this form. And that form is going to include like an update on your revenue. How many clients did you bring in this month? What things did you implement from what you learned in the community? So I'm literally going to be reviewing that on an ongoing basis and seeing what progress you're making and thinking about what tweaks or adjustments you need to make to be able to increase your results. So I'm essentially, crediting you $100 to do the extra work, which literally is going to also be to your benefit because you're documenting exactly what's going to be happening in your business. You might be thinking, why the heck are you doing this, Jamila? Well, because I want to share your success stories, right? I want to take every single person that's in the case study group, and for when I open this up to a larger group, I want to be able to share, here's, depending on how many people I enroll into the case study group, let's say 10 or 20 maybe, here's 20 people that killed it inside of the Confident CEO Club. Here's their success stories, how they did it, etc. Like I want to be able to share, those stories of what you got done. So that's why I'm doing this special offer. So again, if you want to have the opportunity to get in, Kisa says, how often? So Kisa, it's probably going to be like a post in the community on a weekly basis, like a simple, give me 4 bullets on these things. A post in the community on a weekly basis. And then there's going to be a form for you to fill out. And that form I'll either ask for it once or twice a month, right? So I may say, every other week or once a month. So I haven't totally decided on the frequency, but it'll either be every week not every week. It'll either be once or twice a month. It might be twice a month just so I can make the tweaks faster, but that's it. So one post in the group once a week, and then a form that you will have to fill out. And again, this is not going to be like something that's going to take you an hour or something like that to do, right? It'll be a form that you could probably fill out in 20 minutes or something like that. So again, it's not to bog you guys down, but to make sure that we're tracking what's happening in your businesses in terms of what you're implementing in the community for expediting your growth. Okay, so again, there's going to be limited spots for the case study group, and I'll drop the application in the chat in a minute. Okay, so just to be clear, I want to make sure you understand the difference between the case study membership option and non-case study membership option. And then I'm going to open the floor up for questions and comments or thoughts, and we can talk about your business. So for the case study group, if accepted, okay, that is the caveat. If accepted, so there is a form to fill out to get in, application form. If accepted, you will get to pay $97 a month, which is $100 off. You must commit for 6 months. I know for a business to make leaps of growth, it's going to take at least 6 months. A lot of my clients work with me for years, right? Like I have coaching clients who started with me 2 or 3 years ago because they keep increasing their results. They keep getting more and more done. But for the case study group, it requires a 6-month commitment, which means you're going to have to sign an agreement to committing for that 6 months of $97. There is no opt out at any time. Okay, so you're in it to win it for the 6 months. So and it also requires the reporting. So if you're failing to meet those commitments, you will not be able to keep that price to stay in the case study group. Okay, so that's the case study group. The non-case study group, which is basically like, hey, Jamila, I just want to get in it and like do all the things, but I don't feel like I can commit to doing that extra work of the reporting. No problem. You can become a member as a non-case study group member. It's $197 per month. And it also gives you the ability to cancel at any time. So if you want to stay in for 6 months or 3 months and decide that you got everything you needed, and you want to go into one of my other high-end programs or one-on-one coaching, then you can make that transition out of the Confident CEO into working with me on one-on-one. um, Both, whether you're a case study or non-case study member, you're going to get access to everything the community has to offer. Okay, so you're not going to be limited in any way by being a part of the case study group. You're going to just have a little extra work to do. So essentially, I'm kind of like paying you to do that work. Okay, making sure that you're documenting what's going on in your business. Okay, so that's the difference. So let me know if you have any questions about that. And then I'm going to just open up the floor for Q&A. So I'm going to come live on the screen, full screen, and I'm going to drop the links for the case study group so that you can get access to that application if you want to apply. In fact, I think I already have it saved. Okay, so there is the link to complete the application for the case study group if that's what you would like to do. I'm going to be notifying people like within 3 days if they've been accepted or not. And as soon as I get the max a number of people, I'm going to just cut it off and shut down the application. Oh, the form says need access. Okay, thank you. So let's see. I have it open. Oh, you know what? It might be that I'm viewing it in it's published. Okay, let me check the link here. Okay, this one should work. I'm dropping it in the chat. All right, so you can fully unmute and ask any questions you have live. Let me know if that link works for you. I tested it and it worked okay for me. Hey, how are you? Oh, I love it.
Hi,
Come on video. Let's do it, ladies.
how are you doing?
Great. So nice to see you.
Yeah, I did access and I just hit request access, so you'll probably just be getting some with my email on it. But I had a couple questions
Okay.
because couple things. I have been in business before, traditional business, retail, since 2016, and I'm phasing out of retail because I'm just sensing it's the shift into a nonprofit that I launched in 2009. And now I've come to this point where it's either I'm going to make it profitable or I'm going to quit. And so I'm at that point, and I keep getting tripped up on systems and not feeling understood. I've had a couple of one-on-ones with coaches, and there seem once I get to the point where I explain what I'm trying to do, we sort of don't have a basis for doing business. Let me explain it because I'm really a nice person and not difficult. I just felt led to disrupt the industry as it is. Every time I start talking about nonprofit, they start telling me about grants and funding and all that. And I want to also come up with another way. All the grants just got shut off this year. I'm like, I knew I was right. And I couldn't find my way, the systems or the product that I needed to really launch a revenue generating system
Yeah.
that doesn't rely on grants. And
Yeah.
that's what I've been trying to get coached on and finding my way.
Yeah, I love that. So I'll just tell you what my personal philosophy is. Okay. So my personal philosophy is for women to have for-profit businesses, okay? And even if you're having a nonprofit organization, you need a way to make revenue. You need a way for the organization to be sustainable in itself because you absolutely cannot rely on grants. And I think what a lot of women owners figure out the hard way when they start a nonprofit is I'm not getting to do the impact work that I actually want to do because I'm spending all my time raising money instead of actually doing the impact work. So I come from like a background of thinking about social impact, social entrepreneurship, of like, how do I create revenue streams that still have social impact and create the change, that I want to have. And so what I would say is I would either help you to look at um, how we create revenue streams within that nonprofit, or how you start a business that works in tandem with the nonprofit so that you have a revenue generating business. And then you might leverage the nonprofit to more go after corporate sponsorships, not grants, right? That can fuel the nonprofit to offset some of the costs for your services inside of the for-profit business. So to give you an example, one of my clients, she has a for-profit business that's doing coaching and training. She started a nonprofit. She gets companies and individual angel investors that donate to her nonprofit organization. And so for her coaching services, people can apply for a scholarship and they will get a partial scholarship for some of the services that her nonprofit funds, right? But she has a revenue generating business. So people who can pay full price. And for people who she wants to create that hybrid opportunity, she has a nonprofit to do that. So I would say, I would help you to look at one of those approaches, and you might find out, like, listen, I got a profitable business idea, and maybe I don't really need the nonprofit as much. I can focus on the profitable business idea. Tell me what your thoughts are.
I like the idea of integration, hybrid. That's definitely a disruptive thought that can definitely some layers in there. One side of it helping to fund the other side, where there's plenty of opportunity on one side and transferring it over for the nonprofit. Love that. The nonprofit is Sparkle Pink for Club for Girls.
Did you say
And so
sparkle?
Sparkle Pink Club for Girls.
That's so cute.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Well,
16
put
years
the
of my
website in the
life.
chat so everybody can go check it out.
Okay. Yeah. So, all right. So yeah, looking forward to exploring. I don't want to take up all the time but definitely looking forward to having more conversation around that.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Other questions, thoughts, ideas, insights? Feel free to share. Kisa, Cheryl, Rosie, feel free to
Uh,
unmute or share. Go ahead. Hey, Kisa.
yeah. Hey, Jamila. So, how often did you say that form had to be filled out?
Kisa has so much on her plate. Listen. Listen, Rosie, I'm gonna drop the link again to the case study group in the chat. Let me know if that opens for you. Okay, so a post inside the community
Mm-hmm.
once a week. It's gonna be a simple post, bullets, boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
And then let's just say at max, twice a month, you might have a form to fill out. That's not going to take you more than 20 minutes.
Okay. And it's just like the high level information. So, like the high level KPIs, or
Exactly.
it's
So
nothing going to be like as detailed as I guess, like the revenue and like like can you give like an example of like what information you're looking for again?
He's just
I'm
hilarious.
sorry, y'all, because it's like cracking on my head, y'all. I'm
Listen,
sorry.
I know you. I know you. That's why it's all good. So the type of information that I'm going to be capturing are going to be things like, um, revenue. So basically, did you
Okay.
add any clients in the last 30 days, for example, right?
Okay. Okay.
Or not? Or did you renew any clients in the last 30
Okay.
days or not? I'm going to be looking for things like what marketing activities did you execute? Right? So that might be a bullet list of like, hey, I sent, 4 emails. I attended 2 networking events. You know what I mean? So just kind of saying like what your specific marketing activities. It might be what thing did you implement from the community? If we had a specific topic that we talked about that
Mhm.
week, did you take action on it? So what did you actually implement? So you might say something like, I put my signature offer in place this month, done.
Okay.
Or I increased my price this month, right? Or you
Okay.
might, yeah. So those kinds of things, that's what the form will capture. So just wanting to track progress so that I'll be able to look at the data and see like, okay, um, Cheryl and Daria did this, but Kisa didn't do this. So let me talk to Kisa about this so that she can also experience the same increases. So to give me the
Okay.
opportunity to kind of monitor, it's actually going to help, right? Because I'll be closely following what you're doing to say, wait, I'm seeing that, Rosie and Cheryl are getting all these wins, but I didn't hear a
Hmm.
win from Kisa this week. So let me check what she's doing to see if she skips some things that will allow her to get some more wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's not too bad. Okay. And the link is
Is
still not working.
it
Yeah,
still?
because I know how you are.
Yes, you listen. Kisa knows I'll be on it. I'm the accountability queen. I will be on it. Okay, so let me see here. Why is that doing that? It says published. Um, okay, manage. Editor view. Oh, it says restricted. That's why. Anyone with the link. Okay. Try to click it now. It should work. If not, I'm gonna drop it again in the chat. And thank you so much for letting me know that that was happening. I don't want you guys not to be able to get in. I'm gonna drop it again. Okay, Cheryl said it worked. Okay, awesome. Works, works, works. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Cheryl, Rosie, I would love to hear from you. You ladies are being quiet over there. You don't have to get on video if you can't, but you can certainly feel free to unmute.
Well, I can't figure out how to make the video work. Sorry.
That's
It's
okay, no
Cheryl.
worries.
Um, I guess my question is on the meetings and that kind of thing. When are they? Because of course I have another job, plus I have this job, as to coordinating things to be able to meet there. And I am so far on the ground level that anything would help, you know.
Yeah. So here's what I would say. Even if you can't attend a specific session live, okay, no worry, Rosie, I'll send it to you. Even if you can't attend a session live, there will always be a recording. So if you have
Okay.
to submit your questions in advance, you could totally do that. And then I can still answer your question on the live coaching session, and then you can have the recording to be able to get your questions answered. There'll also be an opportunity to post inside of the community to be able to get questions answered that way as well. So you won't go unattended to, okay? Now, that absolutely will not happen. What I'm planning to do is essentially hold calls at different times of the day, right? So there may be, let's say, like a lunch hour session at noon. So for any of my folks that are working, 9 to 5, they may be able to jump on their lunch hour. And then I'm going to have some occasional evening sessions as well, because I know some people also don't take a lunch at work. And so you'll be able to get on in the evening. So I will vary up the calls between like lunch hour and evening so that I'm kind of addressing the needs of everyone in the community.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, awesome. All right. Any other questions before we wrap up? Who is planning to complete the case study um, application? And let me look at that. Why is that daggone thing? For the first time ever, I'm like, not the first time ever, but maybe it's the first time for me. Like it's been years since I've set up a Google form. Usually my team member sets it up, but I did it myself this time, and now I'm messing it up. So let me see here. Undo, redo, responder link. Can't see anything that would prevent. Let's see, settings. Uh, let's see. I'm just checking. Feel free to jump in with any questions. Require sign in. I'm just checking the form and see. Just let me know if you guys are able to like type in it. No issues.
Yes, I'm typing in now, so it's working.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. That's what I was just making sure that it's working. All right. Perfect. All right. So any other questions before we wrap up? I want you to really take advantage and get in on that case study opportunity. I am going to send an email blast about it tomorrow. And so I know there'll be a lot more people that sign up for the case study opportunity. So definitely fill that out tonight if that's something that you want to get in on. If you know, like, hey, I just want to join, but I'm not going to be able to do the case study group, that's totally fine too. Just let me know in the chat and I'll send you the link to just go ahead and sign up for the 197. So that's an option as well. I'm really pumped about this. I hope you are pumped about this. This is literally what I feel like I wish I had, at an earlier growth phase in my business. And I think even for those that are, established entrepreneurs, the value that you're going to get out of it is having this consistent accountability of making sure that you're working on the right things in your business. Am I doing my KPIs? Am I setting up my priority blocks every week for what I'm supposed to work on for my income generating activities in my business? Like all of those things will be things that you're addressing just through the accountability of the community. So I'm super pumped about it to even just kind of have my business going through the process of what we're going to be doing every single month. So it's been super awesome to be with you, ladies. I'm going to go ahead and
So,
wrap it.
my question, when does it start?
Oh, great question. It's going to start. Let me just look at the calendar and tell you here what I marked down as the date. We're going to start on the 24th. So March 24th. So 2 weeks from now. So basically, I'm going to give other people a chance to watch the replay and all that stuff and get in. And then our first training will be that week of the 24th.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm completing the form. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Any final questions before we go? This has been so fun, ladies. I'm so excited to work with you. I'm even stretching myself, putting out this offer like so quickly to respond to the needs that I heard in the community over the last month. So super pumped to work with you. Complete the form. I will Be checking the applications. And like I said, you'll get a response pretty quickly about if you're accepted or not. And then we will get started later this month. All right. Have a great rest of your night, and I'll talk to you soon. You're so welcome.